living here now, and I love it. It's been really hot. It's all good. It's a dry heat, right? And here it's like, if you don't watch out, you can get super dehydrated. I've come to find out. So I'm learning to drink a lot more water, and it's going well. Lots of sunshine here. It's funny because I lived in Florida for for like 13 years, and they call it the Sunshine State, right? And there's way more sun here. It's like every day. I don't think I've seen a cloudy day. We've had rain like once. Look at these views too. It's nice. Got the bike shipped here, safe and sound. And yeah, I was like so glad I didn't trailer it, because the roads, like the highways to get here, they were rough, like really, really rough. And there was a couple times, like in my Yukon, which I've got big old tires on that thing. There was a couple times that I was like thinking I was gonna go off the road. Like the roads were just so tore up in certain places. New Mexico especially. I don't think New Mexico is known for being like a lot of high income people living there, so they don't have the roads as nice. But yeah, we are out super early today. It's 7:10, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it says 82. I think my phone said 78, but that was like 20 minutes ago, so it very well could be 82. And we're high today. Will probably be 105. But you know what? In comparison to like what that actually means to me, it's like, I don't know. 105 is like 93 to me. So I don't know. It's hot, but it's not like unbearable. There was a couple days where we were like 117, and you really gotta plan your time of being outside, because yeah, that's pretty it's pretty toasty. One thing I would say about coming here was I am extremely surprised that there's so many trees and stuff in these neighborhoods. Like, I was not expecting that. I thought everything was gonna look like desert landscape, and there's actually these nice neighborhoods where it's like lush. They got the sprinkler system going, and it's just a lot of plant life. For me, it's like, because I've lived in 6 states now, for me this area reminds me of a mix between Texas and Florida, because Texas had the drier heat, not completely dry, but drier, and similar, landscapes, although they're mountainish looking things were like, I don't know what you call them. I call them like plateaus. They certainly weren't mountains like you see here. So similar landscape. And then Florida, had the tropical stuff. So here you'll see like palm trees. And I don't know that they're native, but they look cool. So yeah. Well yeah, so ended up selling my dirt bike. Couldn't take it with me. Just got the Ninja ZX14R, baby, which is all good. We need to find a straight road. I think I'm gonna turn here, although it's probably gonna put me in the sun. But yeah, like, it's all good. I'm happy to have been able to bring it out here. Learning my way around, so if I'm like kind of like not talking sometimes, it's because I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Oh yay! I picked up going right into the sun. We might turn around here in a sec. So I really missed motovlogging, that's for sure. And you know, I couldn't wait to get back to it, but it literally took like a month between getting my bike picked up and getting it delivered. So that's why I was quiet for a bit. And I had to redo my chin mount. You know, it's probably user error on my part of like not letting it set properly. So yeah, I got chin mounts to replace me with a new one, and that's what we're using right now. So far so good. Yeah, I thought I had looked up some way to keep the screen on and change the setting, but it was like over a month ago, so I can't remember if I figured it out or not on the DJI Action 4. Oh, this is a nice time to ride because there's still a lot of shade out here this morning. The first day I got the bike back in my possession. Oh, got a hair in my eye. I took it out like right away because I wanted to run it, wanted to make sure, you know, battery got fully charged and everything. And it started right up too after not being ridden for a month, so yay. But anyways, I took it out and it was like, you know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so like pretty much the worst time to go for a ride out here. And yeah, I come to find out like it was so hot that where my phone is sitting, it was in direct sunlight, right? And yeah, it totally shut off on me. So thank goodness I knew my way back home, because I was like, well, I can't use maps, can I, right? Yeah, so that wasn't fun. And it was one of those things that the iPhone will be like, oh, you need to cool off your phone, right? And I think you can still call 911, but that's it. So yeah, luckily got my way back. Seen some other cool bikers here. It's nice to finally see like sport bikes again. Like Missouri, I mean, there was a couple here and there I'd see, but like, you know, most people ride cruisers. And if I did see any sport bikes, it was a lot of times they were just you know, more of like a beginner sport bike, if you even call it that. And there was like some really old bikes there too. I seen bikes from like the late 90s. Yeah, I took the bike down to the strip the other day. I thought about going today, but I wanted to just kind of putz around. It's not far, but this time of day, I don't know, people going to work. Not sure how busy it is down there. Give her a good rip. Yeah, luckily there's no school yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Thing about being here is like now I'm only 4 hours from LA, which is awesome because, as I've mentioned before on the channel, I recently got back into acting like a year ago, and I'd kind of put it on the back burner with everything going on, and looking forward to being able to go out there for stuff. Just gotta kind of manage my time, my business stuff. thing too, like, you know, if you're into something when you're a kid and it's fun, right? I think, you know, eventually it's gonna come back to you. Like, I took the serious route, you know, and was like, well, I can't do acting full time, I gotta get a job, blah blah blah. And I thought I could juggle the two things, but where I lived in Virginia and then later down in Texas, I was too far from everything, like audition wise, because you used to have to do in-person auditions, right? This used to be a thing. Now you can do all this stuff virtually with your cell phone. So, anywho, it was different, and I kind of just, you know, gave up on it. Kind of hoping that, like, I learn my way around just by being on the bike. It's like, maybe I'll see a familiar road. Oh yeah, I know this road. Why is this guy riding my ass? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's funny, out here, no 93 gas. I was like looking all over. I'm pulling up like apps and things, and just like no freaking 93. And I'm like, what the heck, right? And just make sure this is tight. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna try any high speeds today. Make sure everything's snug. Yeah, so I'm like all confused. It's like, it's a big city. There's no 93. I don't know why. So I forget. I must have looked it up on like ChatGPT or something, and it said something about higher, or somebody told me this, higher elevations, that the highest octane you can get is like 91. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's why they don't have 93 here, because we are at a higher elevation, right? So bike's just gonna have to adjust. It seems like it's doing well despite the heat. Like, I've taken it out when it was 111, 95, 100 and something, and you know, I've seen it get up to 210 on the temp, but it stays there, you know, it doesn't keep going, and that's, I'm sure, partly because of the flash and tune that this bike has. So right now I'm starting to feel the exhaust a little bit. Plus the sun is beaming on me. I need to adjust my mirrors. They got like kind of moved around, and it's like loose right here, and I don't know how to tighten this. I couldn't find a nut for it. It's like this weird setup. Might have to see if I can find a dealership around that can help me out. And one of the things I noticed about Vegas is that the lights are very long, so plan for that if it's warm out. I think we're about to go here. Which does not have a sensitive enough button to turn on the recording. So sometimes it almost takes me two hands to do it. Which, you know, DJI, you guys need like a quick touch sensitive button. Make it easy for motovloggers, please. I'm sitting here trying to like not pull on my my chin mount too much. So that's why it takes me two hands. Guys, I gotta say, it's like, it is so nice to be near civilization again. Like, I didn't realize how much I missed it. It's like, I'd lived in the country for 5 years, between Florida and Missouri. And, you know, after a while, it's like, it's cool, you know, it's quiet, it's peaceful and all that, but you're remote, right? Like, normal conveniences aren't there. I didn't get to go to Chipotle for like a year. So we were nowhere near one. And, you know, just like if you need to go to the store or something, it was always anywhere in Missouri where we were, it was like 20 minutes. 20-minute drive to anything. And it's just nice being near stuff. At one point I thought, you know, it would be cool to have like 2 properties, but it's a lot of work. Yeah. I think it's just enough to manage one, right? Winter, it does get cold here, I've been told. So like winter time, you know, you could be in the 30s and 40s. I think 30s is like their low. I'm like, I can handle that. Shoot, we had a low of like -5 in Missouri, which lasted a couple of days. So like traffic wise out here, so we're a little bit a little ways from the strip right now, where it's probably more traffic, but it's not that bad. Like, you know, I was driving yesterday the highway, and time when, you know, people might be getting off work, and it was a couple of pockets. It wasn't that bad of like slowing down or anything. I don't know, I guess like growing up in Virginia near the I-95 corridor and the Beltway and all that mess around DC, it's like, you know, it's what that's comparable to is driving in New York City, like seriously. So I've driven the worst of the worst. And I lived there for, you know, half of my life. And you know, I used to drive like 95 every day to work, and it was like, you know, a 35-minute drive would take you an hour and a half. It was that bad. So, to me, every other city I've been to since, even LA, like, I don't think it's as bad as Northern Virginia and the Maryland, DC area. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to do an update vlog, and I think next time I'll make it a point to go down to the strip, show you guys some casinos, and do that. And get some fun stuff. Oh, there's this thing there now. They spent $3 billion to build it. Yeah, billion with a B. It's called the Sphere, and it's like this crazy IMAX experience. And, you know, if you've been to an IMAX theater, you're like, okay, it's cool, right? This thing takes it to a whole nother level. It's like on steroids. The stadium is like ridiculously steep, right? And it's almost like literally like full wraparound screen. And it's like you actually can feel stuff, like they blow wind on you, and the seat vibrates, and the sound system is like incredible, right? So yeah, it's really cool. If you come to Vegas, you definitely have to check it out. Definitely recommend it. worth the ticket price, basically. Kind of peek over here and see what the highway looks like this time of day. It's like kind of busy. Alright guys, well that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on